Welcome back. The recently formed Middle Tennessee Corvette Club held their first cruise-in Saturday in Lynchburg. I spoke with Eddie Smith, who is one of the club officers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're down here in Lynchburg, Tennessee today for a very, very exciting event. I'm talking to Eddie Smith with the Corvette Club. That you had your first, I guess, is this a cruise-in, Eddie?
Yes, sir. It's our inaugural cruise-in here in Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently you sort of did this in cooperation with Jack Daniel. They're helping you with this?
We did. They've been most gracious. That's part of the big draw. Of course, Lynchburg, not very big, but you mentioned Jack Daniels, and on the other side of the world they've heard of them. So we're impressed with the turnout. We look like we've got 50 or 60 cars here, which is something else.
And that's kind of what you projected or were hoping for your first event, was it not?
Yes, sir. In fact, we got a surprise. There's a car here from New York. I wasn't anticipating that. So we got a good turnout and very happy with it, very pleased.
I was noticing there were a couple of cars out there that I think people brought in on trailers, but a lot of these people drove those cars down today, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Sure did. We had some come in yesterday, and then they had to wash them down this morning. You know, we've been waiting on rain forever, and now we don't need it. Now we got it, so it worked out. It's worked out pretty good. We've got a little bit of a sprinkle down here, but it's not deterred anyone, and we're having a great time.
I noticed a moment ago that a lot of people are wiping those cars off after it had come a shower a moment ago, and you're saying that's probably happened a couple of 3 times today.
I think that causes it. I washed mine yesterday, and of course here it rains, so every time they get out there and wipe those things off, then here comes another little storm cloud. So, but we're dealing with it. It's great. It's great down there.
You said you had someone from New York, and I think you probably got some more folks from out of state. Is that what?
We've got clubs in from Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, some in from the Nashville club. And as I mentioned, we have the one that drove in from New York. So hadn't anticipated that. That's a long haul.
Someone was telling me a moment ago that with these cars that you've got out here today, you've got perhaps well over $2 million worth of Corvettes here on this lot today.
Oh, easily. There's probably 1 or 2 out there, probably 200 with what they've got in those things. Right. Those things, Jim. So, yeah.
I know that you own one yourself, Eddie. Do you really enjoy looking at these other ones that maybe you haven't seen before?
I do. I really do. Each one is unique. Each one is different. Each one of them. Each owner has sort of personalized it. You have different insignias on them. You have different letterwork, different designs on all of them. And if you walk through there and see those, they baby these things. They really do. They baby.
And you own one now. You owned one when you were younger. Tell me about your first Corvette.
Oh, I wish I had it now. I had a orange and white '69 Corvette. Of course, this was back, Jim, when gas was 30 cents a gallon. Had the big 427 block in it, and got rid of it. Got married, got rid of it, and a couple of years later, I got a '72 Stingray. Went through that, and then I've had this one here about 12 years. I've got a '90 C4. So if you ever get one, you're hooked. You're riding one, you really want one.
Okay, it looks like the event's been a big success, and I think you said it's going to be happening again next year.
I do. Yes, sir. I talked to Woody Bedford, who is in charge of the Chamber of Commerce down here. I talked to him a few moments ago, and they're thrilled with it here in Lynchburg. And as you can see from the turnout, we're very happy with it. So I think it's just academic that we'll be here again next year.
All right, Eddie, a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it myself, and congratulations on the success of your first event.